Okay, so starting off, I only did half of my face, and the reason being, the reason why I didn't do my foundation routine is, as you guys may have experienced with the purple smoky eye. um Oh, you're speaking at your church? Yeah, well, you gotta be fly, but you don't want to distract them, but you want to be fly. You don't want to distract them from the word. um so I do, with the purple smoky eye, I usually like to do my eyes first, just in case I have any fallout, and just in case, I mess up, or this part underneath is too thick, I went too far down. So when you start with your eye, you have room to wipe off any fallout, you have room to fix if this is too low down, all of that. So that's why I like to start with the eyes first in this particular, anytime I'm doing a smoky eye. To get the purple as vibrant and true tone as possible, I use my Makeup Forever Flash Palette. If you are a professional makeup artist, you need this in your life, because this is everything. Now, if you're not, then what you can use is, where is it? Nope, hold on. I'll show you guys what you can use. And this is replacing my base. Oh, good. Thanks, Chloe. And this right here is from e.l.f. Want to say $2. It's called a smudge pot. And I'm going to use this instead of the soft ochre paint pot. I'm going to use this instead. Once you go in there, it gets addicting. So I'm gonna use the colors out of here. I'm gonna use the pink and the blue to create a purple base. And what this does is, again, it just creates a true tone, or it makes the purple a lot more vibrant and just pop even more. So that is why I'm switching it to a colored base. Anytime you're doing a vibrant color, if you switch to a colorful base that matches your main tone, you'll get the pop of color that you would like. Sorry, just looking for my brush. Okay. See, I'm already messing up, guys. This is why you don't do your foundation routine yet. Alright, so I'm just going to spread that, making sure that I stay only where the purple is going to go. I don't know if you can buy e.l.f. online, but it's like just at Target. Oh, you could probably buy it on there online. e.l.f. is on Amazon. e.l.f. is everywhere. Alright, and I'm going to do it underneath on the bottom lid, because purple is going there as well. Oh, wow. Okay, now you guys are going to be surprised how quick this look is. Now I'm switching to my electric palette, and I'm just going to put the purple, which is called Urban. Good morning. And I'm going to pat the color. The brush that I'm using is just the brush that comes with the palette. Usually I'm not a fan of whatever brushes that they put in palettes, but I have to say I do like this brush. Alright, so as I'm patting, as most of you guys know, I'm patting to make sure that I get the pigmentation, the vibrancy that I want, versus rubbing. and underneath the eye. All right. And just to switch it up a little bit, in this corner right here, it's going to be just a slight change, a different hue. I'm just going to add, what color is this? It's called Jilt. Take this color right here and put it in the inner corner on the bottom. The purple that I use is, what did I use? I used for a primer out of the Makeup Forever Flash palette. But you can use the e.l.f. Smudge Pot in purple to get the vibrancy, or use that as a primer instead of usual primer. Now, if you don't have a colorful primer, you do not have to use the colorful primers. You can use your regular primers. It's just not going to pop as much, or it's going to take a lot of coats. But I will say with this palette, it won't take as many coats. So just an FYI, it's not something that you have to do, but I like to. It makes it a lot easier. All right. And now this electric pink tone, it's called Savage, same palette. Purple hearts, see, they know. Well, with the LOL, that makes me feel like it didn't go so well. All right, and just to make sure that I get that inner waterline, I'm just going to put black in the inner waterline. Wilson pick, not bad. Okay, good. Can't wait to see. Okay, now I am going into my Monarch palette, but any brown transition tone will work. I'm going to take a medium blending brush, take a little bit of this brown right there, and I am just going to start blending out so that it doesn't have such a harsh, sharp line. I'm like half on the purple and half in my crease. And this is how you kind of fix the shape. You blend it out. You make everything make a little bit more sense by adding this transition color. It doesn't come to an abrupt stop. And I do take a little bit of the brown and go underneath. So general rule for smoky eye is color then transition. Yes, usually general rule, yes. When I do my smoky eye, I do like to do the color first and then the transition color, where normally it's the transition color and then whatever color you're putting on. Now I'm taking my MAC 224 brush without any product on it. I'm just buffering out just a little bit more. Man, I don't know what. We try to be like, we try to dress up but not alike, just be within the same tones of color. One time we did coral, coral. The color coral was so pretty, but I don't know. We haven't matched in a while. All right, so again, no product is on this MAC 224 brush, I'm just blending it out, making sure everything is nice and blended. I don't know what it is. It's just like we got them, we just have to, it has to flow. Right, we're fly for the Lord. Okay, let's talk about this this wing liner. The only thing that I think I would change a lot of times when it comes to smoky eyes, I don't usually like to use a wing liner because I just feel like it takes away from the smoky eye. But I did it this morning because I remember when I did Liz's smoky eye, I did do a wing liner, but I usually prefer not to. And it's just a personal preference. There's no, you know, there's nothing wrong if you like it, but yes. All right, so let's get to the wing. They do need a wing emoji. Liz is Miss Kev on stage, yes. All right, almost done with the wing. Okay, and I'm gonna go over it with, where is it? With my liquid eyeliner from NYC, also from Target. All right, and now it's time for the foundation routine. What was I gonna tell you guys? I had something I was gonna say. Come through electric palette, right? This palette is everything. As we start going into spring, man, you guys, that palette is everything. I'm gonna show you guys so many looks with that palette. What is the actual definition of a smoky eye? I mean, I don't really... A smoky eye is basically a smoked out eye. No, you don't have to just have black. Smoky eye is really when you have color on the top and the bottom. So that's really what it is. If you really want to know like the history of smoky eye, way back in the day, like when they were doing finger waves and like the rounded eyes, it's when they would use like coal, like black coal, and they would put it on their eye and it would smudge all over and it would get on the top and bottom of their eye. So like that was what I learned that in makeup school, you guys. I didn't research it. I learned it in makeup school. But that was way back in the day. And then now we have made it more modern and we've done tons of different colors. But basically, it is when it is all around. And there's different ways to do smoky eye as far as the shape. You can have it more rounded, which is what I did. You can pull it out and have it more like cat-like eye. But most of the time, I keep it rounded. So just an FYI. Just so you guys, so you guys know. So foundation routine. Yes, we evolved from the coal. from the black coal. Dominique started from the coal, now we're here. Alright, so what I'm putting on right now is my primer from Smashbox. It's the Photo Finish. Went back to this one just because my skin has been really oily lately, and this will give you a really nice matte finish if you have oily skin. And still using my Makeup Forever HD foundation in R520, which I think I'm going to buy again because I absolutely love this. Like, this foundation is not very heavy at all. It's definitely worth the money. The pore filler is really good too. Sometimes I use that one on my clients, on other clients. But you know what? I don't have it from Smashbox. I actually have the pore filler from NYX. The brush that I'm using is the Kaylin Oh Wow brush. And that is in the makeup store. This is what it looks like. It looks like a toothbrush. Mine is really dirty. It needs to be cleaned. Hey, Jay Noe. What up, Jason? Good to know. I love that you guys recommend products because it's good to, you know, find dupes. It's good to just know what else is out there because sometimes we get stuck in, you know, what we always use. It's good to try different things. So for my concealer, I'm using the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn, and it is time to highlight. You use your... Like, how do you come up with these things? Your toothbrush? Well, you should invest in good makeup brushes. Alright. Your cousin bought the Oh Wow brush? The Oh Wow brush is everything. I have the dupe, but I still use the Oh Wow brush way more than the dupe. No, it takes a little bit to cover. The HD foundation takes a little bit to cover. Like, a little bit goes a long way. And it doesn't feel super heavy on your skin. And that is... I hate feeling like I have a ton of makeup on, you know? Alright, so now I'm just using my beauty blender from NYX. Like this beauty blender because one side is flat, so it's easier to get in the corners and all that good stuff. Alright. Okay, so after that is all done, I will set it with a translucent powder. This is from RCMA. Good dupe for this is NYX has a very good translucent powder, but you only need a little bit. You don't need a ton. Oh no. That's terrible when your makeup is not good and you're doing something important. I usually highlight all the way across. And the reason why I highlight my eyebrows all the way across is because my eyebrows, because I like my point to be pretty high, and they don't really grow right in this area. So I do highlight all the way across because I kind of fix whatever, make them match a little bit more. Yes, I can show you the translucent powder. It's actually in a different, it's actually in a traveler's kit. It comes in a bigger, this is like a smaller container that I put it in. It is in my makeup kit that I take out of here. But it looks like almost a season, where is it? I don't remember what it is, but it's from RCMA, and it almost looks like a salt and pepper shaker. And it comes like a lot. There's a lot in there, and I think I've had it for maybe a year now, or maybe over a year. All right, and then I like to set the rest of my face with Sasha's setting powder. And it has a yellow tint, and that's what I set the rest of my face with. And last but not least, when it comes to powders, it's time for a light contour. Team Buttercup. Y'all know what it is from Sasha. Buttercup is really good. When it comes to powders, though, I'm not a huge fan of putting a ton of powder on. Just a little bit, especially with Buttercup, especially underneath the eyes. And if you do put too much on, make sure that you wipe it off well, because when that camera turns on, that flash, and you have a ton of white powder underneath your eyes, it will show, especially for women of color. And the palette I'm working out of now is the City Color Contour Effects palette. And I would show you guys the inside of the palette, but this is still the broken one. So this is what the outside looks like. There's two different palettes. They have, I think it's, the other one is like the number 2. That is for cooler, warm tones or lighter skin tones. So be sure that you just get the regular one. No, I've never tried that one. Alright, so let's talk about blush. The blush that I use is from ColourPop, and it is called Flushed. Now, I wanted to use this blush because I wanted to do more of a bronze tone. I didn't want the blush to overpower the lighter purple smoky eye or the vibrant smoky eye. And so, I decided to do something that was a little lighter and just make me look bronzed. So the thing with this color is that you do have to build it on darker skin tones. So you do have to go over it more than once. The Sticky Sweet, you know what? It was purple and it made me feel some type of way that is purple. Like when it comes to highlighters, I like to always be golden or copperish. And so I watched a few other makeup artists or a few swatches or a few, people on YouTube who've used you use it as a blush, okay, because who used Sticky Sweet, and I was like, yeah, highlighter, I don't think so. The color is called Sticky Sweet, and it's a highlighter from ColourPop that has a purplish hue. And I couldn't get with it as a highlighter. Alright, let me just make sure that this matches the other side. The one I'm using is called Flushed. I'll show it to you guys. Is it called? Yeah, it's called Flushed. It's out of the K-pop line, the Karuchi line from ColourPop. Alright, and I went back to my good old faithful highlighter from MAC, Gold Deposit, and I will take my fan brush. It is like a peachish tone. Yes, I think it would be awesome for spring. Now today I did not highlight or contour my nose because I don't know what's going on, but my skin has just been super oily, and so by the end of the day my powder contour is gone. So just decided not to even go there. I'm just putting a hint of highlighter on my forehead, a little bit down my nose, Cupid's bow. Oh, you're welcome. Alright, and so that is pretty much the gist of that. For the lips, so when I did the lips for Melissa, Miss Kev on Stage, Liz, the many names that I call her, we decided on, really she decided on using Tulle from ColourPop. And if you don't know about Tulle, it's in my other makeup kit. But if you don't know about Tulle, Tulle is like a, I swatched it on Instagram, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. Tulle is like a pinkish, it's the Ultra Matte lipstick. It's like a pinkish tone, but it's darker. It's on the darker side. But because we're entering into spring, and here in California, it's bright, it's beautiful. I'll probably stick to a lighter tone. Stingray might be it, but Tulle is a beautiful matte. I purchased Bumble from ColourPop, and I'm not sure about it. It might be too bright for me, but I'll keep you guys posted. Tomorrow, if there are any looks that you guys would like to see for tomorrow, let me know before I head off, or email me at deandragiselle@gmail.com. Tomorrow is Friday, so it should be something fun, something, you know, something to get us ready for the weekend. Be sure, if you try any of these looks, be sure to tag me on Facebook and Instagram with Deandra Taught Me on there. And let me see. I don't know. I don't think I have any other announcements. Chloe, did I miss something? Tomorrow I'll be back 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I shall see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Thanks, beauties. You guys have a great day. Check out my final look on Instagram and Facebook. I'm getting ready to eat breakfast, so I'm not putting any lips on. You beauties have a great, wonderful, awesome day. Bye, beauties. Oh my gosh. Getting off the scope takes a long time.